Hey ladies, it's Meg from Follow Meg, and guess what we're doing today? We're making some cheer pom poms. Frozen theme. These are called Ritter pom poms, this style with the stick. They're made from tissue paper and popsicle sticks, and wow, they are easy to make. Are you ready? Let's get to work. So the supplies that you are going to need are whatever color tissue paper that you want to use. In my case, I used this kind of classic blue. I used some really light blue, and I used some light turquoise. I call these my frozen pom poms. Now, for this size of pom pom, you only need to use 5 sheets. Now, I got these at the dollar store. You can buy them at Target, you can get them on Amazon, wherever you like. But in this case, you only need 5 for this. So that's one of the great things about these pom-poms. You can use more than that. It will just make your pom-poms look more full. All right, so you've got tissue paper, whatever colors you like. You need at least 5 sheets. You can use more. You'll need a ruler. You'll need some electrical tape. You'll need some masking tape. You'll need a nice sharp pair of scissors. You'll need a couple of these larger sized kind of crafting popsicle sticks. You can get these at the Dollar Tree. You can get them again online. And then you'll want some of these binder clips. So I'm gonna set all my stuff that I don't need aside. So first you're going to unwrap your paper. And if you can see this, there are these kind of fold creases. Doesn't matter, you won't see them in the end. And I'm just gonna go ahead and layer them. I just wanna make sure that the spines of the folds are going in the same direction. Just for continuity. Doesn't really matter what order you put them in, as you could see. So I am going to do, and there goes my other sheet. I've got the turquoise, and I've got the classic blue. I've got almost this really pale blue white. Got another sheet of the classic blue, and then I've got another of this kind of pale bluey white. All right, so once you get those nice and laid out like that, then you are going to fold them over just like that. Now, one thing to remember when you're making these, do not sweat if yours do not look perfect at each and every stage, because at the end, you're not gonna be able to, you can't tell the difference. Okay, so if you saw what I did, I went ahead and I folded it in half, kind of against these spine lines. And then I'm gonna fold it over one more time, and I'm just kind of lining up the edges. As you can see, this lighter color does not match up with this one over here. Does not matter. Again, I'm gonna say it 100 times. It does not matter. It does not have to be perfect. Okay, so I am just going to grab these 2 little binder clips, kind of smooth it out, and clip these at the top, just so everything stays together, just like that. I measured mine for the other one that I already pre-made, and pretty much what you're looking at is you're gonna want about 1/2 inch. But again, it doesn't, I mean, you could make yours 1 inch wide. It makes no difference to me, but for the sake of this tutorial, we're gonna do 1/2 inch. Okay, and I'm not gonna mark them or anything. I'm just gonna measure and cut the first one. And you're gonna cut, get out of here, you, all the way up to the very top. You're gonna leave just enough room for this binder clip at the top. You want a little bit of space. Okay. And then just visually, I'm more of a visual person. If you need to measure and mark each one, feel free to do that. I don't need to do it. I'm just gonna eyeball it again because it does not have to be perfect. Okay. And you're just gonna repeat this process all the way up and all the way along this. Now the nice thing about this is that because you folded it twice, yes, it's a little bit thicker to cut through, but you only have to do 1/4 of the cutting. You don't have to cut all the way along. Now, if you're enjoying this pom-pom video, take a second and smash the like button for me. And also check out some of my other pom-pom making videos to see if there's another style or another material that you might like better. This particular pom-pom is really nice. You can do it with, you know, kids and teens. It's not terribly time consuming. And these are nice. You can use them for decoration. You can use them for a sporting event. They're really nice to kind of just throw together in a pinch. And they look really nice and festive. I will say the one thing I don't care for with this type of pom-pom, these are not meant to last. These are made out of tissue paper, so if you're in an environment like a sporting event where there's going to be potentially rain, just be aware that these might end up in the trash can at the end of the night, and you just have to be okay with that. It makes for a fun time. I've seen these used in parties, again, sporting events. I mean, you could take it to a wrestling match. You could use this at a, you know, girl's birthday party. The sky's the limit just in terms of your imagination for what you could use these for. In case you're wondering, in case you're not cutting through as easily as I am, I have a pair of Fiskars. These are actually fabric scissors because I like to have a really sharp pair of scissors. That makes the job oh so much easier. And I used to do some sewing projects too. Again, you can find these at like a local craft store like Joann's, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, or you can jump on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description down below. Okay. It's funny, this is normally the time that I would pull out my earbuds and my iPhone, and I would just pop on a nice audiobook for the monotonous parts of making these. I've actually been listening to the Chronicles of Narnia lately. It's really awesome because the one that I found is actually all of the stories that C.S. Lewis wrote, and they're all read by famous actors like Derek Jacobi, Kenneth Branagh, and a myriad of others. I think there's like 6 or 7 stories, and it's like, oh my goodness, it's like 30 hours of listening time. It's wonderful. I also listen to it while I'm folding my laundry. Okay. All right, so that's what that's gonna look like when you're all done cutting. Kind of looks like a little Hawaiian grass skirt. Okay. You'll probably see me cutting the masking tape, and you'll say, how did she do that? She was so quick. I usually use my teeth when it comes to masking tape, and sometimes duct tape too. Okay, so that's that part of the process. So let's see here. I'm just gonna take these binder clips off, and I'm going to carefully lay this back out. It helps when you pick it up and lay it back down like that. So you've got your nice, pretty tassels over here. I have 2 of these tongue depressor popsicle stick giant thingies, and I'm only going to use 1. All right, so this is really pretty quick. All right, and you're going to cut just a, I don't know, 2-inch piece of masking tape. And I'm going to grab my other pom-pom just for reference here real quick. And I'm going to look and see about how far did I put? Yeah, that looks just about right. Again, they don't have to be perfect. All right, so I'm going to just give it a little bit of extra space. I don't know if you can see that. Just a little bit of extra space with this right here. And I'm just gonna lift up and engage my tape, and then I'm gonna fold it over and tape it just like that. For me, what's important is that the stick and the paper do not detach from each other. So you know what, just to be safe, and I'm ripping off another piece, doesn't matter exactly how big it is, I'm just going to really attach that on there really good. Okay, so now comes the fun part. Are we ready? All right, so you're just gonna start rolling. I like to kind of try to keep these tassel tresses, keep their manners all together here. And I'm just rolling, and I'm kind of folding. I'm trying to keep this really nice and tight. About halfway through this paper, you'll notice that instead of having the paper stay in a nice straight line with this, the bulk is just gonna have it start angling, and that's okay. All right, keeping it nice and tight. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Okay, bring these little guys over like this. Okay, I try to keep it until you can see it's starting to veer off. It's not straight line anymore, which is just fine. Rolling. And you can see how this is starting to come in now. That's okay. And like that. Keeping it nice and tight. Okay. Down, boy. Okay. And I'm just going to hold this down with my fingers for just a second. I'm grabbing more tape. I'm going to set this down here because I found out that tissue paper tassels and tape do not play well together if they're not doing what you want it to do. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is it has this little end piece that's not super pretty. I like to just kind of tuck it back and then lay it back down again. Get all my tassels out of the way. Grab my tape. And I would say with this tape, try to keep it kind of perpendicular. Okay, so that's what we've got so far. If we can see the lovely job we've done. Okay, so we're actually almost there. I'm gonna use one more piece of tape, maybe even two, we'll see. Just wrapping this at the base. And you know, just for good measure, because it's masking tape. Got it at the dollar store. Oh my goodness, I love the dollar store. I'm gonna flip it, put one more piece on the other side, because again, we're just trying to keep the body of the tissue paper and the stick together. You won't see any of this in just a minute. Okay, now we get excited. All right, so now I'm going to cut, I don't know, probably 6 or 7 inch piece of this tape, electrical tape. I suppose you could use washi tape. I love washi tape. I just forget about washi tape because I use it for other things. All right, and I'm just slowly rotating and wrapping this. I like to try to pull it nice and tight. And you can go around a couple times. You don't have to, you can use a longer piece if you'd like. You guys are all freaking out. I just know you are. You're like, how long is the tape? Doesn't matter. It's okay. You can always cut another piece of tape if you need to. Look, here, I'm going to do it. All right. Yeah. All right, I'll pull out my ruler. All right, that particular piece is about 4 inches. All right, so as you can see, I put this first piece closest to the tassel end. And now I'm just starting to wrap this handle. And again, this part is just to kind of make it pretty. I've seen some people make these where they just do the masking tape and they leave it there. I like mine to be a little bit pretty, okay? Okay. All right, are we having fun yet? Oh my goodness, I am. I do miss the sultry, sonorous voice of Kenneth Branagh reading The Horse and His Boy, though. Ooh, talk about hunky. You know a guy's good looking even if he's got a nice reading voice. There we go. Sorry, I can't stop thinking about my Audible subscription. I use it all the time. My husband gets mad at me because sometimes I return his books and then I get the kind of books that I want instead. Because that's one of the great things about it is you can return books you don't like and replace them with something else. I'm like, shh, don't tell anybody. Don't tell my husband. He knows I do that. I get in trouble. Okay, here I go. I'm wrapping. We're almost there. Ooh, so excited. Okay. And I'm a little bit OCD, even though there's no reason to be. I just like to make sure that it's at least straight and kind of give me a box when I start wrapping. That way it doesn't wrap kind of cattywampus. All right, and I suppose you could just keep the tape on here and like roll it and roll it and roll it some more. But it's easier. It's easier to kind of control and not accidentally get attached to these little tassel guys. Okay, so real quick, I'm gonna grab my other one that I already made, and you can see how I decided on a boxed end. But in this case, I'm gonna match it. You could totally do a rounded end, but I think I found it was easier just to do a boxed end. All right, I think I'll set this one aside. I think I'll go ahead and go like this. You can see. Wrap it, smack it, smack it, smack it, smack it. Like you should do the like button. Smack that like button. Smack it. Smash it, smack it. Okay, I'm a cheerleader now. All right. So you can see on this side, I have a little bit of wood showing. You may not care. I don't really care. I just want to make it nice and pretty for you. Okay, there we have it. Let's see how close we got to this other one. There they are. Feet aggressive. Feet aggressive. Okay, so there's our finished pom-poms. You can see how, in terms of color matching, it did not matter whatsoever what order I put the colors in, as long as you use the same color for both. That would be awesome. And I hope you guys had fun making these. I sure had fun. Again, check out some of my other videos. I'm making all kinds of pom-poms, and you may not care for these. You may want something a little bit sturdier. You can make them out of plastic trash bags. You can make them out of plastic tablecloths. You can make them out of crepe paper. There's all kinds of different ones to check out, and different styles. There's different kinds of handles too, but I like these because, again, you saw how quick that was to make. Super fun. Anybody can do that one. And you don't have to fluff these. But if you do need to fluff your pom-poms and learn how to do that, I have a video about that too. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit the like button. Leave me a comment and show me how yours turned out by tagging me on Instagram. And I want to see how they turned out, you guys. I get all jazzed up. I get all excited. What can I say? I'm a cheerleader now. Okay. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. We'll catch you next time on Follow Meg.